You know, folks, I love a good escalator. I miss those. We don't have them back in Fredericton. Well, I'm going to tell you, I had a beautiful theater here in Toronto and just saw Five Nights at Freddy's, which was an interesting. It was better than I thought it was going to be because I don't really follow it. You know, I don't know what it is, video game or something, but I don't really follow it. But nonetheless, I went to it, did a little photographing video of the. Thank you. With the Emma Stone poster for Poor Things, which I hope she wins her second Academy Award for. We'll see. I hope so. But anyway, the movie. I don't do movie reviews on there. I do movie reviews, but just not on here. But whatever. I'm going to say the animatronics were terrific in this. Reminded me a lot of Willy's Wonderland, only scarier. But to be quite frank with you, this one didn't have Nicolas Cage. So I got to give it to Willy's Wonderland on that front. You know, Nicolas Cage, even without dialogue, manages to be cool. So, nonetheless, taking a walk back to my flat here, and it's after midnight here in Toronto. Little construction going on. Nonetheless, Five Nights at Freddy's. Interesting little horror movie. I gotta say, it was way better than I thought it was going to be. Had a good cast. Josh Hutcherson from Hunger Games in it. I actually liked him better in this. A nice little backstory mystery. I like how some of the other characters ended up being important. Like Elizabeth Lale coming up as a female police officer showing up, and I was like, yeah, she's beautiful, you know. And I'm like, gee, is she just written in here to be a love interest? But turns out she had an interesting tie-in with everything as well. Because Matthew Lillard pops up in this, and when he has a chance to steal scenes, he does it, and he does it well. The little girl, Piper, I don't know her last name off heart, did a really good job in this. And you got Mary Stuart Masterson in this as well. You know, I did not like Some Kind of Wonderful, but I remember she was one of the few good things about that movie. So, yeah, just taking a little walk back here to the apartment flat. Excuse me, hotel flat. I'm so used to saying apartment because I live in one back home. Gotta stop here and wait at the lights, but yeah, not a bad. Oh, okay. Everybody else is going across. Oh yeah, got the lights. So all in all, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like a darker version of Willy's Wonderland. Now, which one do I prefer between the two? I gotta go Willy's Wonderland. Again, you get the cage in it, but this was certainly good. I say, you know, check it out if you're a big horror fan. I don't know whether there'll be an uncut version because wasn't much in terms of gore in it. Not that it needs it, but the animatronics are the big star, and they won out. So anyway, I am heading back, and enjoyed that. Tomorrow's Halloween. I'm thinking, if possible, Lisa and myself will be heading down to Church Street for the big street party. You know, with weather permitting, everything should turn out. So that should be fun. I've attended that once before. After that, I got one more day after that. And then it's just gonna go across here. After that, I just got one more day, and then I'm back to Fredericton, which I still prefer Toronto. This is beautiful. It is a chilly night out, though. I can imagine how chilly it is back in Fredericton, though. I was kind of hoping to catch a revival here. I know, looking at the schedule, I know They Live was playing a few places down here. And, you know, Terrifier 2 is supposed to play certain theaters down here somewhere. Halloween, of course, is going to be playing the original in some places, and various other films. Oh, there we go. Yeah, love Toronto. Probably should close off this little chat here for a moment, but I just like getting the backgrounds and stuff behind me. Let her play for a little bit, you know. There we go. Get some of the storefronts. But yeah, I like that theater. It's got an escalator in it. It's a nice big concession stands and nice long stretch of theaters. There's like 10 theaters and they're like back home. But I think all of them are stadium seated, which I believe is something they're going to do back in Fredericton, which I hope they do, because stadium seating actually, it's a lot nicer. So that's what I think I'm going to do. With the cargo. I'm right now on Yonge Street, which I believe is the longest street, at least in Canada. Is it in the world? I don't know. I am on Yonge Street. And I am enjoying the night. Had a nice dinner earlier. And now I think I'm gonna hibernate for the night. Tomorrow is Halloween. What y'all watching for Halloween? I watched a few things. I guess Five Nights at Freddy's may be my Halloween this year in terms of movie watching. I suppose that's not a bad way to go. I'll let this go for another minute. Not that anybody wants to watch me walk around filming myself. This is more or less for my enjoyment. I'm laying on my deathbed down some 25 years down the line or so. Oh boy. I love Toronto, folks. Some people don't like the big cities. I love the big cities. You know that song? It's called I Love LA. My version's I Love Toronto. Great city in the world.